Friends, love is life.
Friends, whether you believe it or not, but this is true example of someone's life. Friends, love is very important in our life. It is said that love is blind. Yes, of course, it is blind. It happens with anyone at anywhere or at any time. It can happen at one side. Love is very, very precious in our life. Why am I telling about love today? As being a motivational speaker and educational vlogger, I would like to clarify the doubts and the queries of love because most of the students and my friends ask me to talk about love. Yes, love indeed is a part of life. It's an art of life as well. If you act very well, you will become the part of love which you started, where you started, with whom you started. But if you miss the art in this love, you can't get the part of your life. Let me tell you how it starts. For the students and for the official workers, it starts where they are. Like if you are students, college going students, whom say you were, it happens unknowingly, even you don't know when it started, but slowly you start understanding something. Changes are taking place in your body, in your action, in your work, and everything. It tells you what are you doing and what are you going to do in your future. I mean, I'm not talking about the future of love, I'm talking about your future. Your future is very important in love. When you fall in love, some people they love at without any limitation. They love unlimited. They love everything. Like a very smart boy, a very wise boy. He loves his study. He loves his intellectual power. He loves what he wants to do in his life. But the people who are trying to get the person into love, what they think about, they know, because love cannot be defined, or we cannot define the love because it is unlimited. I mean, it has no limit. So guys, how it starts, as I mentioned, so while talking and while discussing and most of the things come common, then you start that meeting and talking a lot and discussing about each other and discussing about personal matter, then trying to tell what had happened in the school and what had happened in the college and what has happened in the office. You all start just carrying forward. I mean that you just drag your communication. When you start dragging your communication, think that this is the first sign of you are getting into someone's special heart. You are going into the someone's special heart, because we don't like to speak strangers when we are not together, when our thoughts are not combined or our thoughts not match each other. We don't talk a lot, we just for only a walk, we just talk for only about work. When we start thinking about matching each other's thoughts and thinking and behavior and action, then our communication goes very deep. So guys, that deepness is carry you to the deep and deep and deep love. When you go into the deep love, then you start thinking to go somewhere and to have something, like going to the tea and having a juice and just riding a bicycle or riding a motorcycle, or going, if you are very rich, you can go by car and something. You want to spend your valuable time with the person who you value in your life. Because when the girl she prefers first, that this person should be in my life. But even the boy thinks that. But few which we get the that example in all over the world, that some bad things happens and they end up with a bad love. I mean that lots of killings and tortures and murders happens, but I don't want to get into that things. but I am here to talk about love. So, how to improve your love? So, while chit chatting and while talking and while discussing most of the things, when they are common to you both, you are really in deep love, and your thoughts and your action matches together. But very important thing is that when you love to travel and treks out of your city and out of your station, then you completely surrendered yourself. You both are surrendered to yourself, that you are both are in love, but still you don't want to tell anybody, you want to keep it in secret. But truth never hides. Guys, listen to me once again. Truth never hides. The day you start dating, your date will be exposed in a particular date. You cannot hide it all the time, but your date has to be exposed on a particular date. So mind it. So for that you have to be very strong mentally, physically, and even economically. When you are strong in all these things, your love 100% work, and you are really a great and a very a beautiful husband and wife you can end up with. Love doesn't mean you can stay forever without getting married. You must get married once you surrendered yourself, or else that love is not love, where you are not just doing it for time pass. Because most of the people do love for time pass, because they are not getting the person, or they haven't got the person who they deserve. That's why few people, I'm not talking about 100 people, few people use you as their love, few people use you for their pleasure. So friends, what you would like to tell over here, and what do you think about love, it's up to you, because I am not your philosopher. You are the philosopher of your own love. You know what is wrong and what is right, and if you do the right things, definitely you will get the right love, and if you do the wrong things, and definitely you will end up with a wrong dead end path. Friends, listen and think over it. Love is very important in a life. Friends, I am talking about only love, because it gives you, or it boosts your strength, your power in your communication skill. It makes you a perfect person when you love from your heart, when you love from your bottom of the heart. If you don't have any other intention, just only loving, if you're just loving, you don't know why you have fallen in love, that is your true love. But if you have any intention to love in particular girl or boy, that love will not long forever, that has a dead end. So friends, don't think about your don't think about what you get after falling in love, but before that prepare for the worst. If you are not fit into these three things, you must be strong mentally, you must be strong physically, and you must be strong economically. If you are strong in all these things, you don't have any problem, or else there are a little, or even you can say you have to face a lot of problem, because India is not yet, or it will not accept you as lover and lovebirds as husband and wife, because this is not our culture. Our culture is very beautiful culture. It is you who need to understand. Thank you for listening, my friends.